we begin the 2020 season, the Saints in Lincoln Financial Field will be empty. But even if our fans aren't here with us in person on game day, we'll never lose sight of what Eagles football means to Philadelphia and Eagles everywhere. We know who we play for.
It is going to get very, very loud here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Philadelphia Eagles!
Well, if you watch this defense, they're really encouraging this crowd to get into it, and the crowd is following their lead.
And they're the best fans in the world. When this team needs the crowd, they rise to the occasion. The crowd makes it very difficult for them to hear.
What's up, everybody? Professional wrestler Chris Wild back on Eagles News Now, here on game day at Bar 4133. And man, if that did not get you hype and pumped up, I'm telling you, the Eagles media team is awesome. It got me hype and excited, also got me kind of sad, as right now I should be in F-Lot tailgating with everybody, and obviously because of COVID, that does not happen. But we still do have a game, the Eagles and the Rams at the Link, in front of a bunch of cardboard cutouts. And look, Philadelphia fans, it wouldn't surprise me if those cardboard cutouts don't jump up and come to life for this team, because this city is nothing but passion when it comes to the Eagles, win or lose. Let's get into a quick preview of what the Eagles are going to be facing today when they face the LA Rams. First off, I think the biggest X factor in this game is the Eagles returning players. Lane Johnson and Miles Sanders were severely missed last week. Lane Johnson on that offensive line, and Miles Sanders, without him, the Eagles just did not have a running game. I expect the line to be better with Lane in there, and obviously Miles Sanders to make some plays, or at least free up some space for everybody else. So that is a big thing there. Javon Hargrave, I talked about him yesterday, coming back to the defense. Huge news for the Eagles, because now, and look, Malik Jackson looked okay last week. The defense did not get that much pressure as I expected against a guy like Dwayne Haskins. With Hargrave in there, it should be better. The confidence level of this defensive line should be better. And look, if you pressure a guy like Jared Goff, he's going to make mistakes. It is imperative that they pressure him. While I talk about the defensive line, one of the biggest things that the Eagles are going to have to do to win this game is stop the Rams' running attack. Now, last week against the Cowboys, the Rams ran the ball more than they passed the ball, running the ball 40 times. Jared Goff only had to throw the ball 33 times. And Malcolm Brown and Cam Akers did a good job. Now, look, these aren't guys who are going to bust off a bunch of big runs. They're not Todd Gurley. But Malcolm Brown is a good running back, a good, big, physical running back. And the Eagles have had success against running backs like that in the past. They're going to have to stop the run, because Jared Goff in the play-action pass, is a thing of beauty, I'll be honest, when it works. Another thing about Jared Goff, he's looked a lot more mobile. Just in the 1 week against the Cowboys, it seemed he did a lot more bootleg passes. He seemed to be able to move around a lot more than he has in the past, something that our own quarterback should probably be doing. But again, that all stops if you stop the run. So this big Eagles defensive line, who I'm giving a bunch of praise and credit to, they can't let me look stupid here. They've got to do their thing and stop the run, and that will help them against the pass, because look, the Rams have a couple of really good receivers. Robert Woods is one of the most underrated receivers in the NFL. This guy's got the numbers to back it up. He's fast. He's not a guy that drops a lot of footballs. And like I said, he's just underrated, flying under the radar. He'll probably be shadowed by Darius Slay, if I was to guess. And then there's Cooper Kupp, who is, he had a bad year last year due to injury, but he's just a great slot receiver, reliable. And who knows him better than Nickell Robey-Coleman? I don't know, because they were teammates, and Nickell Robey-Coleman will probably be watching Cooper Kupp a lot of the day. So that's the Rams' offense there. I think that the Eagles' defense, again, I think they have the advantage there with Javon Hargrave coming back. And yes, I think Robert Woods is fast and Kupp is great, but if the ball can't get there, then you're doing something. Now let's go to the Eagles' offense. Man, last week, one of the most disappointing and frustrating losses I've had as an Eagles fan because I just couldn't understand some of the things they were doing as far as coaching, scheme. A lot of stuff just didn't make sense. Pass protection, that's all in the past. Hopefully, they looked at that game tape, threw it away, and realized they've got to start over. They've got to completely start over. They can't do what they were doing last week. Carson Wentz he is, to me, the biggest key to this Eagles team to win this game. He cannot obviously hold on to the ball as long as he was. He cannot not throw it away when he has to. And he's got to get the ball out of his hands quick. Roll Carson out, Doug. Roll him out. He is a good passer when he is on the move. The numbers support it. He only rolled out of the pocket twice last week. That's not acceptable. He's got to do a better job. I want to see wheel routes to running backs. I want to see a run game that actually works so you can set up the play action. And the Eagles are going to have to do this, and they're facing a really good defensive back in Jalen Ramsey, who we all wanted last year. Keep the ball away from him. Carson's got the weapons now. A healthy Deshaun Jackson, a stud rookie wide receiver in Jalen Reagor. You've got two of the best tight ends in the league in Dallas Goedert and Zach Ertz. And then a healthy Miles Sanders. Again, your offensive line is going to get better with Lane in there. What happens at right guard? Does Nate Herbig stay in, or do you put Jack Driscoll? Jack Driscoll impressed last week after watching the game a couple times. What I liked about him was he never stopped fighting. This guy was always battling. When the other guys were beat, he just didn't stop. Love that grit in that offensive lineman. And look, they're going to have to be on top of their game because they've got to try to stop Aaron Donald. Now, while Aaron Donald has not had a sack against the Eagles, when he's played them, he's played against an all-pro right guard in Brandon Brooks. If I'm Aaron Donald in the Rams, I am going after Herbig or Driscoll. Whichever one gets put in there, we'll see later today. But that's pretty much it, guys. That's it. Eagles have to play mistake-free, and they've got to cause turnovers. They had no turnovers last week against, again, a team that gives up the ball in the Washington football team. No turnovers last week. That's got to change today. To me, the defense has got to do the thing because the offense, I just don't know. As of last week, I just don't know what to expect there. But I do know we have some studs on our defense. And look, they've got to do their thing. The offensive line of the Rams only allowed one sack to the Cowboys last week, and the Cowboys have a pretty good defensive line itself. That sack came against left guard, what is it? Let me check his name. Joseph Noteboom. It came against Joseph Noteboom, so attack him. I want to see Fletcher. I want to see Javon. I want to see an absolute sack party down there for our defense because it was bad seeing it the other way around last week, as we know. So, prediction time. Look, it's the home opener at the Link. I know there's not going to be any fans there. It sucks there's no tailgating. However, I believe that the spirit and the passion of the Eagles fans are going to push this team to actually get their first win of the season. I'm going 27-20. Like I said, I expect the defense to have a couple turnovers and really be the stars of this game. Let's get it done, guys. I'm hype. If there's any news that comes our way through the news feed, I will go live right away and let you guys know before the game. As you can see, I'm decked out in my brand new Brian Dawkins long sleeve mock jersey. Again, to try to fuel this defense with a little Brian Dawkins spirit, that Weapon X spirit. Can't hurt at this point, right? Let's go get this win, guys. I'm hype. I'm going to do a little mock tailgating of my own. And let's just do it, man. Go Birds. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Hopefully, when I see you later, it is talking about an Eagles win and not freaking out about another Eagles loss. Go Birds.
E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles! E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles!
I need Eagle Nation to stand